Hey, what is up, YouTube? Andrew Rooney here, full-time drummer and drum teacher based right here in Auckland, New Zealand. We have got a PayPal request from Jeremiah Jezza McKenzie.
Jezza.
G'day, Mr. Rooney. Reaching out to you from Perth, Western Australia.
Now, yesterday morning, I came out into the front yard and the dogs were across the road. And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over. And I just made it into the front door in time.
I've been a long-time viewer, but I've never made a request until now. Not a drummer myself, but a lifelong bass player. I feel I have that connection to drums that outside of drummers, only bass players can have. I totally know what you mean, Jezza, and I am the same with bass, as you probably know. Often highlight bassists in, some of the clips that we feature here, and I feel like if I wasn't a drummer, I would be a bass player. Enough of the romance, back to the message. Lately I've been obsessing over a drummer named GUNNAR OLSEN. I haven't ever seen you do a reaction to him before, and I hope you haven't. No, I have not. GUNNAR has played in several bands such as Big Data, Mother Feather, Pacifier, The Exit, Mike Snow, and several others. And he has done studio work with Bruce Springsteen, Miley Cyrus, Pacifier, Liam Gallagher, Goo Goo Dolls, what? And many more. Not only do I hope you enjoy his playing, but maybe tell me why, out of all the drummers I see on YouTube, this guy stands out for me. The video I have included is a solo piece he has done called When Will Today Be Tomorrow? I appreciate the time and effort you put into what you do, mate. G'day, mate. Keep up the good work. Drums and Coffee. Yes, you're even signing off with my Drums and Coffee signature subtitle. And speaking of which, let's sort that out and check out GUNNAR OLSEN, When Will Today Be Tomorrow? Let's go. Jezza, you said, you were asking me why you think, hold on. You were asking me why I think you might be really digging this drummer. Now, there was just a single snare hit. It sounded like it was just the room mics, like getting the room and the studio, I'm assuming, ready. That snare tone alone gets me pumped and excited for what I'm about to see. Now, that might sound ridiculous.
Oh, a single snare hit? So what? It's just a drum.
You can tell. You can tell when something's heavy pretty quick. A single hit sometimes. 2 hits. Snare bass. This person doesn't look familiar to me at all. Note placement and spacing instantly. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, so just real quick, original video link in the description of all my videos. Please do check it out without me stopping it. Tones. You can instantly tell when a drummer's really, really thinking about, the shape and the I'll be very, very surprised if this guy's not a producer. or at least like a, engineer. I'd be very surprised. I'm picking this guy as a producer as well. His sounds, that really muted, what has he got on the left there? He's got some heavily muted snare tambourine situation going on. Cymbals very, very, very dry. It's just a completely purposeful decision. It's completely purposeful decisions on every single part of the drum kit and the note placement. Let's talk more about note placement at the end, because I feel like it's something I don't stress enough. It's actually quite hard to explain how heavy note placement and time is, but we'll just keep it going for now. I didn't even have a drink of coffee then. I was just in a trance. Oh, where's he off to? Come back! Oh, changing kit completely. Copperphonic. So this is clearly set up electronic tones here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my God. Might be a bronze Ludwig snare. I said copperphonic. It reminds me of Ilan Rubin, the style. Back to the other kit. This is heavy. When was that? 4 minutes? I do want to go back. There was a whole section here. I'm going to go back. So funky. Oh. This fill, I think, here. Now, not a difficult fill in terms of like notes on a piece of paper. It's how he plays it. Gunnar OLSEN. Now, I'm pretty sure I've never even heard that name. Gonna take notice now, because that was seriously impressive. And Jezza, you mentioned this whole thing of, I wonder why, what is it about this person that I really enjoy? So I mean, often, like, let's just be honest, often it's just the music that the people play that we like, and then because you listen to the music you start noticing the drumming. But in in this case, like, let's look at the drumming just on its own. Note placement. Space. Now, it popped up on my Instagram feed this morning. A drummer who is very, very fast. Really fast. 100 times faster than me and 100 times faster than I'll ever be. I'll put good money on it. Fast. I don't know how fast Gunnar OLSEN can play. Not that I care, but I'll put money on it that he's a faster drummer than Gunnar OLSEN. And then you soon realize that speed alone is worthless. Like it's. Does it sound good? That's why we play drums, right? Does it sound good? Now, I'm going to get myself in trouble there because some people might genuinely want to go for speed for whatever reason, maybe for a style, playing a lot of really, death metal, black metal, and speed is just a essential part of that style. But overall, in terms of playing different styles of drumming, like what we got here is really creative, almost like funky, hip-hop / rock / pop type beats. I'll just cut, that's a lot of genres right there. Speed is not really going to help you to sound good. Pursuing speed might give you some added facility and mileage in the practice room, but alone it's not going to help you sound good. So then we start to ask, well, what is it? It's about the space between the notes. Now, drummers get very obsessed with drumming and hitting things, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and I've got to play this, and I've got to play this perfectly. It's not actually about the notes we play. Now, this, if you've never heard this concept, it's going to fry your brain. And if you dig deep enough, you'll find many drummers talk about this. I remember Brad Wilk doing an interview about this. And back in the day, I was like, what is he talking about? That's just the weirdest concept. I don't know what he's talking about. He's completely wrong. He's talking about how it's actually the space between the notes. Steve Jordan, the same. It's the lope, it's how we play, it's how we feel music, it's how we hear music, and how that connection comes back through our body, and how we ourselves bring ourselves into the music and play music. Whether it's, a track or we're playing in a group. And you'll hear, once you start playing with really good musicians, you'll hear people talking about a certain drummer or a certain bass player or a guitarist, and say, it feels so good playing with them. Like they just feel so good. It's never the fast players. Never. This is not an attack on... I don't know why I'm picking on fast drumming here. I think it's just the contrast, right? And people sort of that misconception of the speed thing as the goal in drumming. The goal in drumming is to sound good. It's not to be fast. But all of these like sort of top tier players, when you play with them and you hear them talking and you'll hear them, praise other drummers. And it is always about the feel, always about the groove, always about how well the night went, how easy my job was because of what this guy was doing on the drums. And what these type of players like Gunnar OLSEN bring, what they add to the ensemble is control. They can play a certain feel with so much control, with so much dynamic variation. Everything's consistent. And this consistency and this stability compounds either for us, in this case, as the listener, or if he's playing in a group. And you mentioned that a lot of groups had him playing on recordings, or at least he had worked with a lot of well-known groups. Something like Miley Cyrus, an act like that. I mean, whether you like Miley Cyrus or not, it's beside the point. This is one of the biggest acts in the world. She can have pretty much any drummer in the world. So then you start asking another question. Well, if she can have any drummer in the world, why is she having Gunnar OLSEN? And that leads you to these answers. And then you start thinking, what have these other really good musicians said? What? Because you get gigs from gigs. So You know, you don't go from playing in your bedroom to playing with Miley Cyrus. This is a process that it's just a natural evolution. And then one day, because that's the world you live in, that's the level you play at, you're playing in those type of gigs. And it is all these things. It is deep understanding of what is required for the music, a deep understanding of the pocket required for this track. When will today be tomorrow? I don't even know what this track is. Oh, is this actually his track? Okay, my new single, When Will Today Be Tomorrow? It's actually him. It's Gunnar OLSEN's track. So then even more. There you go. That's the producer thing. I said as soon as I heard him play, I know this guy's going to be a producer. And if he's bringing out his own music, he's thinking compositionally. He's thinking with a producer brain. There's like this overarching, overall moving the chess pieces within the playing headroom and ability. Most drummers are hanging on for dear life, and it's like, I got to play the good drum part. I'm trying to play in time, and then I've got my fill coming up. They're thinking drums. I can tell instantly just by looking at this guy. He's not thinking drums. He's thinking music. Huge difference. There's absolutely no way to cheat that process either. There's no way to cheat the system. You don't just go from, your first drum lesson to, oh, now I want to play like that. But you got to earn it. You've really got to earn it. And it is tough. You know, lots of people would be wanting to play drums for Miley Cyrus. Lots of people will be wanting to produce music and playing drums at this level. And there's a reason why they don't. It's because it's really, really tough. So hopefully, Jezza, a couple of my insights, a couple of my thoughts just on listening to 4 minutes 20 of Gunnar. I am super, super impressed. I'm going to be checking out more of him. Guys, if you dug this video and you would like to guarantee one of your requests gets on the channel, the only way I can guarantee that at this point is via the PayPal link. There's other ways to support the channel too. I do have a Patreon. It's just $5 a month. And with that, you get access to the blocked videos. And please consider hitting that subscribe button and leaving a comment with what you thought of this video and what I should check out in the future. Remember, you as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a full and free 30-day trial over at DRUMEO. 30 days free, learn from the world's best drummers. On me, go get it. Damn, that was good. Guys, until next time, take it easy. Keep chopping wood. Ciao.